Hi, everybody. Welcome to Get Your Imaginations Cooking with Shari. Hello. Welcome. I'm so excited to be here with all of you who are watching out there in Cyberland. Welcome to our first summer library program for families. I know we did a trivia for adults, but this is for families. So welcome. You'll see below on a little fancy scroll bar that it's at southfieldreadsquare.com. That's where you can sign up for summer reading. You'll read books, you get badges, it's all online, lots of fun. So do that if you haven't. And I got my mouse here, so I'm going to click my mouse and get rid of all this so you can see me cooking, because you won't be able to see me with all this stuff here. I will scroll in just a few minutes. I will scroll so you can see where to go to get recipes, because these are all going to be online. So you don't have to sit and scribble. It's all going to be online. All right. Well, you know what we have to do, boys and girls and grown-ups, before we start cooking, right? We all know this, right? It's everywhere. It's on TV. It's on the internet. It's on our cartoons. What do? We're going to wash our hands. So I'm going over to the sink here. I'm going to wash my hands. All right, now I'm ready to cook. I've got nice clean hands. Now I'm going to have to probably touch the mouse again a couple times to put some fancy bars up for you to see some things. So I'll probably have to wash my hands again, because every time you touch something over here, you got to wash your hands before you cook over here, right? Today we're talking about the morning meal. Boys and girls, what is the morning meal? Do you know it? Do you know what it is? Oh, it's breakfast, of course. We love breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day because that's how you start your days off. So we're going to make 2 recipes today. For lunch, dinner, and snacks, we're only going to do 1 recipe with a lot of variations. That means a lot of different ways to make it, different ingredients and things you can sort of mix together all from the same basic recipe. And you can really do that with these 2 as well. We're going to start out with homemade granola. First, you're going to go to your oven. And I'm not going to use my oven today, but at home, if you're doing this or you're going to do it, 350 degrees, preheat your oven. Then you're going to use some cooking spray, or you can use olive oil, or you can use vegetable oil with a paper towel and just spread it on your pan. I have some cooking oil, so I'm going to spread that here. All right, now I'm ready, right? You're going to get your granola. I have used just regular granola. I bet you have this at home. But I also got steel oats. You may have one or the other. You may have both. There's all kinds of oats. You can really use any kind. But I have these 2 kinds that I'm using today. And you're going to put them in your pan like so. Kind of make sure they're sort of evenly spread on your pan. And then you're going to put in a bit of brown sugar. Now the recipe is for 6 cups, and I'm only making about 1 cup. And I'm not figuring out all the math of exactly how much I need of everything. I'm just sort of eyeballing it. So don't need a ton of brown sugar. And then you're going to use a spoon. Wooden spoon works best, but any kind of spoon will work. And you're going to mix it together like I'm doing here. Hold it up just so you can see. So you mix up the brown sugar so it's mixed in nicely with the oats. And now that's set, you're going to do your wet ingredients. And again, I didn't figure out what 1/6 of a 1/4 teaspoon or 2 teaspoons is because I'm not so great at math. So put a little vanilla in. I just put a few drops in. And some honey. And you can use any kind of oil. It does say coconut oil on there, but coconut oil is pretty expensive. You can get it in a gel form and it's a little bit cheaper, and then you can just melt it and it's liquid. Or you can go a little less healthy route and use a little bit of vegetable oil, which is what I'm going to do here. Just a bit. You don't need a lot since we're making a small Small amount here. We're not making 6 cups. Then you're going to whisk it together, which is what I'm doing here. Whisk it all together. And then you're going to pour it over your granola. And make sure you scrape out as much as you can. If you have one of those rubber spatulas at home that you kind of like you use to get cake mix or cookie dough out of your bowl, that would be good too. I didn't think to bring mine today, but that's okay. So now you'll notice it's not all wet, right? Only some is wet. So you got to mix it together so that it's all wet. And in case you're wondering, I'm coming from our beautiful lounge. This is where we go to eat our meals when we're off on our lunch or dinner breaks. And it's really beautiful up here. It's a full, beautiful kitchen, which is one of the reasons I'm excited to be doing this online, because I can be in this beautiful kitchen. Because my kitchen's nice at home, but not quite this nice. So anyways, we've got, looks like I've got it primarily. You want to make sure there's not any dry. Everything's got to be wet. I think I did a pretty good job of it. And then it doesn't have to be perfectly even because it's all going to mush together when you put it in the oven. But spread it out a little. And then you will put this in your 350-degree oven. Now, this is a time where you could add nuts or seeds. Sunflower seeds, granola seeds, chia seeds, sesame seeds, pumpkin seeds. You could also add nuts at this time, pecans, chopped walnuts. But I didn't use any of that because I know a lot of people have allergies. So I went nut-free, but in the recipe, it does mention a lot of different variations. And in the recipe, I have the link where I got this recipe from. And there's a bunch of add-in things that you can do as well. You can add in chocolate chips. You can add in dried fruit. So many different things. I'm sure you can think of other things that you can add after it comes out of the oven. Before you would add the nuts, but after you'd add things like chocolate chips and things like that, which we're going to do in a minute. So now this is all ready to go in the oven. So if I was using my oven today, which I'm not going to do, but I would go over to my 350-degree oven and put it in for 5 minutes. And then I would stir it up. That's really important, boys and girls. I burned 2 batches because I was trying to do too much stuff. So don't do that. Make sure that you set your timer for 5 minutes, stir it up, set your timer again, put it back in after you've stirred it up for another 5. For a small batch like this, really only about 10 or 15 minutes. If you're going to do the recipe of 6 cups, then you would do the whole half hour as it instructs in the recipe. But ours is really small, so just 15 minutes. And make sure you stir every 5 minutes. Trust me, I learned the hard way. So let's say, ding, 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 got it out of the oven. This is what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. Kind of a golden brown. And now is the time when you can add all your yummy and different little add-ons. I just am going to do some dried cherries. You could do raisins, like I said, chocolate chips, a million little mini marshmallows, M&Ms, or some type of chocolate candies. I mean, the sky's the limit. All kinds of dried fruit, banana, dried banana. Of course, like I said, raisins are a good one. So I'm going to put in my cherries, my dried cherries, because that's one of my favorite things. And now, boys and girls, my granola is good to go, and it will last for 3 weeks in an airtight container. So it will last 3 weeks in an airtight container or in a, or in a plastic bag, a Ziploc bag, which I bet you have these at home. So you just put your granola in there, and you can use it for 3 weeks. You can put it on your yogurt. You could put it even on a if you wanted for a little bit healthier ice cream sundae. You could put it on all kinds of things. I can't think of a lot more, but I know there are a lot, but you can think of a lot of them. All types of things you can sprinkle granola on. Or boys and girls, you can do what I'm going to do right now and eat it. Didn't want to talk to you with my mouth full. Eat it right out of the bag or right off the pan. It's really good. It's that brown sugar makes it so sweet and yummy. And those cherries add like a little tang. Perfect. Probably going to need this spoon again, so I'm going to come over here and wash it. All right, we're ready for our next recipe, aren't we? Oh, I love this big kitchen. Mine's a lot smaller. So we're all done with our granola. So we don't need the oil anymore. We don't need the vanilla. So we'll put those over here. What we need now, and this recipe is also online, and I'm going to show you the address in a minute, the web address in a minute. But before I do that, I'm going to show you how to make our second recipes, which is overnight oats. Overnight oats are a favorite of a lot of staff members. In fact, one staff member in particular that I would like to shout out because she sort of helped me, she did help me with this, is the wonderful Heather Rakan. She's a wonderful adult librarian, but she loves kids too, and she works on our floor, and you might have even seen her. And I do hope that you're coming by our window, speaking of us being open again. We are doing curbside service, so I hope you'll come visit. I certainly hope you're checking out our website, www.southfieldlibrary.org, and seeing all the great things to do there. And of course, signing up for summer reading. I hope that you're doing all of that. We really do miss you here, boys and girls. So we hope that you and your grown-ups are calling us on the phone, asking for books and other materials, because we want to get it for you. We're open. Our doors may not be open, but our window is open, and we are ready and willing to help you. All right. Now that I've done my little advertisement, we're ready to make overnight oats. And I had never had overnight oats before, but my friend Heather, she said, Shari, it's delicious, and it's super easy, and you can do so many things with it. And I said, well, do tell, Miss Heather. And she told me it was super easy and super fun to make. And I found a great recipe at the same place where I found the granola recipe. And that's going to be right on the recipe for you when you go and look it up. Maybe I should put that up for you right now so you can check it out. That is where you want to go. That is where you want to go to find all of the recipes we're going to be doing this month. We're going to start with breakfast, but we're going to add lunch next week, dinner the next, and of course, snacks the 4th. All right, hopefully you got that because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing here. So I'm going to hide it again. All right, you got your bowl. What you're going to do, and again, I'm not going to make quite as large. I'm not going to do quite as large an amount as in the recipe here. It's just going to be a little bit smaller. And all of it is just 3 ingredients. I don't need this anymore. Just 3 ingredients. Oats, honey, and your liquid. Oh, I kind of blanked for a minute. Oh, live. Gotta love live. So then you need your liquid. You can use milk, almond milk, coconut milk. You could even use juice, the recipe says. But I'm using yogurt. And what you're going to do, and you can use any type of oats. Again, I have the same oats I use for my granola. The steel cut and the oatmeal. And I'm just going to do a little bit. I'm just going to make a small amount. And then you're going to add your yogurt. Like I said, this could be coconut milk, 2% milk, skim milk, whatever type of liquid you want to use. Apparently even juice, which I think is sort of interesting. And then a sweetener. And you can use any kind of sweetener, sugar, brown sugar probably, but honey was recommended. So, and I like honey, so I'm going to use honey. And again, just eyeball it. They give you exact amounts over here, but I'm just sort of eyeballing it because my recipe is so much smaller than that one. All right, then you're going to mix it together. And this is also where you could add nuts as well, or seeds. Again, just like the granola. Pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, chia seeds, sesame seeds, any type of nut, pecans, crushed macadamians, crushed walnuts. I'm not using any nuts. I'm just doing the granola and the yolk. And then you're going to get yourself a nice little cup, whatever size you like. And you're going to put that in your cup. And you know what we call this? We call it overnight oats, right? And that's because you have to put it in your fridge overnight. And this is what it's going to end up looking like. Can you see that? Yep, it's going to look just like that. That's the yogurt and the steel oats and the granola. They've been refrigerated. I'll tell you a secret, boys and girls. It's a little more than overnight. I made this a couple days ago, and then we had vacation. Obviously, we were closed for 4th of July. So it's a little bit probably more chilled than just overnight. But it's still very good. I tasted it earlier. I'm going to taste it again now because I saved the good part for you. All of the add-ins. And again, in the recipe, it tells you the link where you can go for all of the yummy different add-in ideas. Again, chocolate chips, marshmallows, the same sort of thing you can do for granola. You can do for your overnight oats. Of fruit, especially, they recommend all different types of fresh fruit. I have chopped fresh strawberries and my dried cherries. And I'm going to put them right on top here. And now, the best part, right? This is my favorite part of cooking, right? Is it your favorite part too? My favorite part is eating. I love to eat. Ask anybody on this staff here at the Southfield Public Library, and they will tell you that Shari loves to eat. Yum, 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 yum. Those cherries take a little extra chewing. Boys and girls and grown-ups, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you'll come back next week, next Monday. We'll be doing Livening Up Our Lunch, and we're going to be talking all about rapping. Not that kind of rapping. Not the music kind of rapping. Sandwich rapping. We're going to show you how to do sandwich wraps. And they're simple and easy and a lot of different variations. I'm even going to show you how to make your very own ranch dressing so you don't have to buy it in a bottle. You can make it yourself. I look forward to seeing you then, same time, 2 p.m. Going to be live. Thank you so much for being with me and learning with me as I check out all this technology stuff. It was really a joy to be with all of you today. I hope if you don't get a chance to watch it live, maybe you'll see it recorded when you need to get out of the heat, because I know it's going to be a really hot one this week. So again, this is Shari from the Southfield Public Library. I hope you'll sign up for summer reading, and I hope that you'll look up the recipe. I'm going to put it up one more time before I sign out. There it is. And also, don't forget to sign up for summer reading. And with that,